Hey everybody, it's Joy and I am doing a collaboration today. It's an Easter collaboration with Becca from Becca Glass and Michelle from A Common Life. They started this collaboration and it's just basically to share with you what we do for Easter. So I'm going to start off sharing the fun things we do with my kids for Easter, and then kind of more like the religious side of it, and then what I do for Easter and what we do with our family. So that's kind of the breakdown of it. So the very first thing we always do every year is dye Easter eggs. And I will say I was really lucky when my kids were very, very little. My mother-in-law always did this for me. So it's just been in the last probably 3, maybe 4 years that I've had to do this. So I really like this kit. It just kind of comes with stickers and it comes with all these different kinds of things that you can do. So it's really kind of fun. And my kids really enjoy doing this. And they really dye a lot of eggs. So I have like 2 dozen and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough. The second fun thing we do is we give Easter baskets, and I will actually link up here my Easter basket video from last year because you guys, I still haven't put together their Easter baskets for this year. I'm filming this, it is Palm Sunday, so it's 1 week until Easter. Still haven't bought a thing for their Easter baskets. Now, our Easter baskets are probably going to be pretty simple this year, like a pair of flip-flops and some candy, let's just be honest. So that's probably what we're going to do. In years past, I've loved to plan it out and do different things, but this year, I'm just feeling very simple. So I'm actually hosting Easter dinner, so maybe that's why. The things that I like to do with my kids that really teach them more about the meaning of Easter and the real reason we celebrate. I bought this DVD a long time ago. It's called The Easter Story. It's the Greatest Adventures, Stories from the Bible. And this is like a Hanna-Barbera production. I don't know if you guys used to watch cartoons. Like, I'll be 38 this year, so like the Jetsons and things like that, weren't those all like Hanna-Barbera productions? So that's what this is. This is really old school, but my kids, like, I put it in and they are just glued to it. I don't know what it is about this one in particular, but I mean, it's pretty, like, we're not talking high def here. I mean, it's really old school, but they love it. So I usually pop that in. That's a pretty easy thing to do. Now, I will say the next couple things I'm going to show you, I don't do with my kids anymore because I don't know why. They go over things like this in Sunday school, and we just like to talk about it like in the week leading up to Easter in our homeschool. We just really kind of talk about the meaning of Easter and kind of have conversations like that. But my neighbor a couple years ago gave me these resurrection eggs, and so I did those for I think maybe just 1 year with my kids. But before that, I had kind of made, well, not kind of, we had made these lap books. So one for each of my kids. This was my daughter's. So she was maybe like 3 at the time we made these. So, I like wrote this out and she traced it and things like that. But I gave them each the same little picture to put on the front, and they could kind of do it however they wanted. But then inside, it's basically like the same things as the resurrection eggs, but it's just like little pictures. So it talks about Jesus riding the donkey in and the palm branches being laid down, and it has a little picture of a donkey. This is talking about like Judas betraying Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. So it's very much the same. I will try and locate where I found these, or where I found the little Easter eggs, because I know it was a template somewhere online that I found them. So I will try and find that and link that for you below. Okay, so what we do as a family is we always get together with either my husband's family or my family. This year it just happens to be my family. They are coming to my house, so that should be really fun. And we just have a nice big ham dinner, and I'll also link that little collab that I did a couple weeks ago, and that is great because I am totally making several of the things off of that list. Making some deviled eggs and some bread. That's like a big deal for me. I don't make bread, but going to try it. So a big ham dinner, and we usually have like a special prayer. We also start out the day going to Easter service at church, which is always a super special time. We go to a huge church. My parents are coming with us this year, but they just do such a great job of reminding us why we're celebrating and why we believe in Jesus. So it's really special and really cool, and I'm very excited about it. The last thing I wanted to tell you about is Good Friday. So Good Friday at our church, They provided this with us today. Today's Palm Sunday. So we went to church this morning. They gave us these, and then I'm sure they'll have them at the door as we come in on Good Friday. But they are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Good Friday, and you can go in. We have like an older sanctuary that's a little more small and intimate, but we can go in there anytime from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it's just going to be like quiet with some background music playing. I think they have like an hour, like hour time slots throughout the day for people to come and play different instruments or the piano or whatever. And then at the top of each hour, they actually have someone read scripture. So it's really cool. You can just come and reflect. And the neat thing about this little booklet is it kind of explains all the stuff I just explained to you. There's also communion that you can take there. But it starts with Eden and goes like all the way through to Jesus's death, and then his resurrection, of course, and then who we are as the church, and why we are waiting on his return. So it's just a really cool little booklet to read through. I already read through some of it, but I'm going to wait and read through the rest of it on Friday. So I'm really excited to go. I'll probably have to go early in the morning, but I'm really excited because it's just such a neat, special time. I'm glad my church does it every year to just set that time aside to be really quiet and reflective, and also focus on what really matters in life. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this collaboration. Be sure to check out down below, because I will have everybody linked. I'll have the collaboration linked, and the playlist, and go check it out. And I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed Easter.